Hi there, welcome back. It's been about a year since I finished my main series on the Nameless mod, and admittedly I have been haunted by some of the ghosts that are things that I forgot to show, or just didn't show due to timing and pacing reasons, or 1 or 100 other different reasons. And, well, they just released a new version, including all the stuff that I showed you in the previous video, and a bunch of new stuff. They actually also let me help test this version, which means that not only did I get to help them solidify this project as they were working on it, but I also got to record a bunch of footage early, so this is what is going to be in this video. So part 9, let's go. I'm going to assume that you've watched my full series on the Nameless mod and the extra part, the 1.0 exploration, because I'm not going to be showing anything in this video that I showed in those videos. With that said, once more onto the breach. By the way, we're turning on both Legendary Edition and Nightmare Mode. This will come back to haunt me in multiple ways.
Hey, I was watching that.
You know what? Fuck your TV. Hey man, I didn't mean it. It's just a TV, man. Come on, chill. Shit. One of the new features is that if you've got a keypad code in your notes, it'll just automatically put it in. Good stuff. Allow me to demonstrate the difficulty in which Nightmare Mode works, because if you turn around for too long after knocking some guy out, eventually you'll just turn back and he'll be there ready to shoot you in the chest.
Engaging hostiles.
Only for you to go back up the stairs, find another guy who's just respawned, and he's there to shoot you in the chest and kill you. This happens a lot. Legendary Edition not only transforms random NPCs into absolute legends, but pretty much every major character will end up being legendary at some point, although it is still kind of random whether or not it happens. Either way, Kylie's really fucking tall now. You can turn these commentary nodes on in the options, and it's just Zero Presence and Greasel giving you some neat little facts about the game. They're nice. I like them. So Legendary Edition adds a bunch of prefixes for weapons. It's mostly on weapons dropped by legendary enemies, or weapons you can only ever pick up once in the game, like Trescon's pistols here. In the case of Trescon's pistols, they get 1 extra damage whenever I have some augments on. They kinda suck, but we'll be seeing better prefixes later. Did you guys know that Skara is a closet weeb that hides his music inside Phil Collins CDs?
Mr. TrixCon.
So for those of you who didn't notice I was screwing with you, in the Nameless Mods music folder you can find a readme that tells you the names of music tracks you can drop into that folder, and then the CDs will work. It's possible to enter some levels early if you remember the username and password, and if you're like me, you've got tons of hours of footage to scrub through so that you can remember the username and passwords. Notably, the game actually accounts for this.
Narcissus speaks. The entity has noted that you have transcended the boundaries established for you. Do you not wonder, Avatar, how you were able to recall information that has never been inserted into this branch of reality? Your puppeteer makes his presence apparent. To the extent that the entity allows itself to simulate primitive emotion, we enjoy observing as flesh creatures stumble their way through the construct, obeying the rules of space that we have created. This place leaves little room for choice and individuality. Elsewhere, we have been more generous with regard to such luxuries.
There's a handful of levels you can do this on, by the way, not just Despot's apartment, but this is just one example. Also, notably, this actually counts as a Narcissus event, so it'll count towards the Narcissus ending if you're going for that. Oh, this weapon mod. So, if you don't have speed enhancement, the only way that you can get this mod is to jump down, grab this, and then fall down and willingly go through the axes again. And I had such a hard time getting through the axes on my first playthrough of Despot's apartment, I just had to sit there and watch this thing, realizing that I was never going to go through the axes to get it again, and then I had to turn around and walk away. I'm a coward. You can actually do non-lethal runs of the Nameless mod, even the World Corp route, which is notably a lot more murder-heavy. In this particular case, those skulls that were floating around earlier, yeah, you just walk up to them and then press them, and they give you force fields against those massive Karkians.
So, Despot, you realize you're a Karkian, right? A big blue Karkian.
2 words. Bedtime snack.
Surely you wouldn't just...
Feeling hungry all of a sudden.
I believe I was leaving.
So ZP mentions in this note here that the skulls in the original did not look good, and if you need a reminder, oh buddy, he wasn't lying.
We hope this escapade has satisfied your curiosity. Be aware that you have entered this place only because we have allowed it. You may have bent the causality of the construct, but it has not been broken. Now proceed with the path that we have set out for you, before you exhaust the patience of the entity.
So this is what happens in the hotel if you decide to betray Hoover.
Did you just send our PM log to King? You know you just signed my death warrant, right? Do you think clearbots come with hidden plasma guns up our asses or something? All I have are freaking bristles. Bristles! Anyway, thanks a lot, you freaking goon.
He does still give you a reward for finishing the mission, but you don't get the credit shit that you would otherwise get. I'm surprised, I didn't think goons deserved rewards. I have just picked up the first in a series of fire-related weaponry. I apologize for all the background noise here, but this is what happens if you think Silver Dragon's gonna be let go, and then you shoot him in the back.
That could be...
You gave me quite the scare there. But it's nice to see you've come to your senses.
Where did he go?
I'm ordering security to stand
He was
down.
too fast.
Why don't you come up to my office and we'll discuss your future here at World Corp Incorporated.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't that Treston?
So on the main video on the World Corp run, whenever I talk to Skara, I went for the little bitch dialogue options. So on this video, I'm just going to slip in the options for when you decide to be a little smartass towards him, because I think they're funny.
You must be joking. So you can spy on me while I'm on the toilet? Hardly. Now, come on. I'll need to follow your progress so I can change your orders flexibly, and so I know where to send an agent to scrape your remains off the floor when you fuck up. Ah. You'll be the only one watching, right? Yes, and my system administrator. He's a very sensible fellow. I'm sure he won't take advantage of the situation. I don't believe he swings that way. That sentence is just wrong on so many levels. Enough of this whining. I'm paying you a tidy sum of money to do my bidding, and I'm bidding you to give me your fucking HUD access codes. Now transmit them, damn it! Hold on a second. Who's this system administrator who'll be looking through my eyes? I haven't got time to introduce you to him. Send me your codes, and I'm sure he'll introduce himself sooner or later. That's an order. Alright, I'll transmit them now. But if I catch you watching me in the bath or something, I'm changing my codes faster than you can fire me. Yes, fine. Now get out of here and do what I've told you to do.
Also, if you talked to Raving Nutter earlier, you actually unlock this little side quest that I didn't know
Do
existed
you
before.
realize that
I'm
Raving
finding
Nutter
new
is
stuff every time I
conspiring
boot this
with people
game
to
up.
infiltrate this building?
What? I knew that guy was dim-witted, but this takes a prize. God damn it, now I'll have to kill him. And I was really enjoying taking over his business slowly and inevitably too. Thank you for the information, Tresnot. I knew there was something fishy going on with him.
Perhaps it would be best if we did something about that. Perhaps I should send you to deal with the problem. Is there a bonus in it for me? Absolutely. What do you propose? Well, we don't strictly need to kill him, I guess. He's probably keeping the source files on his personal laptop. If I were to upload a virus to his machine, that would solve our security problem. Yes, good plan. I'll ask that guy to send you a virus you can use. Just keep in mind there might be a bonus involved if you did terminate Evil Invasion's existence.
Here's the meanest virus I've got. Have fun.
Also, here's the list of people Skara wants to murder. I just like the little descriptions of everybody.
Hello again, Trescon.
Good. Then we can avoid all the...
This is where I learn how good fire is. Considering I'm playing on Nightmare mode and these motherfuckers respawn, it's great to be able to fire one shot at the floor and just have them out of the way, especially when I've just quick saved here as soon as the combat music has started and I've got a greasel on my immediate left because, god damn it.
What the hell?
Water. I have no other choice, Trescon.
Oh. Oh my.
Water.
Why aren't you helping me?
I'm on it.
Why aren't you helping me?
Engaging hostiles.
Why aren't you helping me?
Locate fire extinguisher.
Good
Did
job.
somebody check the
Here,
vents?
have 250 credits for taking out the goddamn defector. Now upload the virus.
Why aren't you helping me?
Water.
You may be interested to hear I know Evil Invasion's password. He spent so much time cramming his laptop full of security measures, and in the end, it's completely worthless against the
Why
processing
aren't
power
you
of black
helping
guys.
me?
Anyway, his pathetically weak password is HAXX0RZ. Seriously,
Why
with a
aren't you
password like that,
helping
you're
me?
practically begging for it.
Well done. I'll transmit 250 credits to your account immediately.
So yeah, this fat rifle is fantastic, because as soon as you set someone on fire, they are basically incapable of resisting, and then you can just fire away and watch them inflate and blow up and die. And oh, I'm dead. And because my quick save was before I loaded into this area, the next time I get to the fat rifle, it has a different prefix. Remember when we had hope?
Did you get what we need from Despot? He refused.
What?
I said he refused.
What?
Are you getting deaf, old man? He refused.
Don't you talk to me like that, you little insolent prick! Do you hear me?
If you say so, old man.
I like you, kid, but it's still Mr. King to you. You got that?
Sure, but then you gotta stop repeating yourself over and over like an imbecile. And don't call me kid.
Well, then you gotta carry out your next mission a bit more successfully.
There's actually a bunch of different ways you can kill Narcissus when you kill Skara on day one, and here's just a select few. Cloak was always pretty good in Deus Ex, but in the Nameless mod, when you've got Nightmare mode and everybody endlessly respawns, 99% of the time you are genuinely just better off turning that damn thing on and going for it. Especially in this situation where you have no equipment, 3 rent-a-cops that are hostile to you, one of which is a legendary that can beat the shit out of you the moment he sees you. One secret I missed is that you can actually go and see Zero Presence's apartment. The fake one, not the real one. It's kinda neat, has a couple of collectibles and a fun email back and forth with Skara. Just adds a little bit of depth to the world, you know?
Is upon the fabric from which you were wrought, fleshly. It is a rare chance for a creature as primitive as you. A peculiar impulse to attack one's own reflection in the water. Such behavior can be dangerous.
Of course, the Tutti Frutti ceremonial blowpipe.
The one weapon that I didn't actually get from this shop on all my previous runs, I figured it was about time to give the thing a try, and as it turns out, it's actually pretty good. The default shot's good enough to knock someone on their ass within a couple of ticks, and then you've got the explosive shots, which are enough to kill most unarmored humans in one shot. And on top of that, 100% accuracy, all the time. Doesn't matter what your arms are like or what your skills are.
Come out.
There's also the other weapon that I haven't gotten on any of these other runs, but that's kind of because the weapon sucks. This is the napalm launcher. Individual shots will stick to people, and they'll just run around on fire screaming until they die. And then you've got the heavy-duty shot, which has a little bit more of an explosive effect. But the weapon is big, slow, bulky, hard to find ammo for, and I've already basically become the god of fire at this point in my legendary mode runs, so I never felt the need to get this, and I also never felt the need to get it on my other runs either, so sorry napalm launcher, you're a cool idea in concept. I am no longer a fake gamer, at least according to ZP, because I found the bloody vault key finally, Jesus. There's a datapad you can find in Goat City that tells you about a sunken tunnel, and I never actually went to it in the original video, so here we go. Being able to get a regeneration org this early in the game is actually really good. There are so many jokes I could make at this. You do not believe the amount of gags I have come up with once I learned about this area. And I can't say all of them because YouTube might kick me off the platform. When you're going through the new server complex, you never need to go upstairs, but, you know, this is the wrap-up video. Let's go have a look.
Activating standard procedures.
First place for repetitive architecture ain't fucking kidding, because holy shit, almost every room in this area is the same. Although, if you talk to Jim twice, he'll give you a quest to come up here, hack one of the computers, and he'll give you a couple of weapon mods for it. That and the cool org they've got waiting for at the end, no harm, no foul. So I was just fiddling around with some cheats here, and I found this if you use the all weapons cheat.
I don't know what I expected.
A slight bit of context for this part, this was the start of day 2 of recording, and I forgot I was playing on Nightmare mode.
All the archaeologists left when the project was shut down. Well, except for the leader of the excavations, Beeblequicks, who disappeared and hasn't been seen since. Stay alert anyways, though. The structures are old and probably not quite stable.
Welcome to DXI.
You know you can just not give him your hard cut. Shut up, I know. For reasons that'll be explained later, we're just gonna sneak right past Slicer this time. Summon Winkman?
Var är jag?
This is Deus Ex Incarnate. I summoned you here.
Vad fan gör du det för?
Mostly just to see your reaction. Why are you speaking Swedish?
För att jag är svensk, din trähatt.
What did you call me? Never mind. I don't want to know.
Okej, om du är klar med din sjuka lek nu så tror jag att jag ska återgå till mitt arbete. Hej då.
Fair enough.
He's not the only one.
Wow, this place needs a facelift.
You got that right.
So, where's the pub around here? I could use a pint.
Are you serious?
Lots of dust in the air down here. Makes me thirsty.
I doubt you'll find a drink here. Well, maybe you can dig out a freezer somewhere, but I wouldn't drink anything from it if I were you.
Well, I'm not going to hang around here as long as I can't get a drink. I'm British. We need alcohol. It's a scientifically proven fact.
Hey, before you go, I'd like to congratulate you on the models you've done. They're very nice.
Thanks. Jonas erected a temple for me. You can deposit your donations to me there. I think it's open from 9 to 5 on all weekdays and 9 to 12 on Saturdays. See you around.
Yeah, I'll go pay a visit to the nearest pub if I ever need you again. Yo, welcome to DXI.
Takker. Man går rigtig nok om sig med at fremmane diverse NPC'er, hva'?
Yeah, I was a bit bored.
Du skulle bruge noget at skyde på, og tænkte straks på mig. Bare indrøm det.
Yeah, alright, I admit it. I just needed someone to kill. You seemed like a logical choice.
Det er okay, det oplever jeg ret ofte.
So you did the conversations, right? Of course you had to give yourself a secret conversation.
Gider du lige? Jeg er ikke den eneste, der har hemmelige convos. Prøv Fazz og Wink, hvis du ikke allerede har. Desuden var det her ikke min idé. Det var Lawrence, som foreslog min NPC til den tredje hemmelige samtale.
Lawrence suggested you gave yourself a secret conversation. Well, I guess I'll withdraw my previous insinuation then.
Er der nogen grund til, at du hele tiden gentager, hvad jeg siger i starten af dine sætninger?
I have to repeat what you say, otherwise nobody will understand what you're saying. I mean, seriously, how many Danes do you think will play this mod?
Nu kan de fleste svenskere og nordmænd jo også godt forstå dansk rimelig godt. Men okay, du siger noget. Men hvis det endelig er, hvor mange mennesker tror du så overhovedet vil spille den her mod?
Hey, I'm playing it now, ain't I? So at least one person downloaded it.
Ja, og tak for det. Jeg mener, man vil vel gerne have, at folk får lidt sjov ud af ens arbejde, ikke sandt? Godt klart, du fandt den her forresten.
Thanks. It was nicely hidden. I did find it, though.
Nå, men jeg vil smutte igen. Jeg har bedre ting at tage mig til. Du kan jo lige smide en besked ind på vores forum og sige, at du har fundet den her samtale. Og så møder du jo min karakter igen efter den her mission. Vi snakkes.
Sure. I'll drop a post in the forums to let you know I found this. See you in the next mission.
Hey, one more thing, Chief. Have you been to PDS HQ lately? Ran into a doofus named Jonas and subsequently murked him?
Oh, I did. Why?
A kid. Appreciate the hard work out there. Here's a biocell as a trophy.
Thanks.
1 biocell? 1. After all the effort I had to put in. After losing the fat rifle with the ignite. I just want to pop into the quick stop real quick. Give me a sec. Hey man, you really should take that shirt off. You look like a World Corp goon. I am. What is it to you? Huh. That's new. Well, this is certainly a new way of hacking passwords. Something dome? Greasel at the front, probably. Greasel Pleasure Dome? Yeah, Silver is totally a Greasel. What the hell? How did I never realize that? One of the extras I didn't go over in the original videos was the computer room, which is something you get after getting a couple of eggs. Instead of going to MeltNet, you can come here to play all the computer games they've got, including the ability to edit the breakout levels, which is a nice touch. But if you come out into the big room and have a quick look behind the Pong machines, there's something else entirely. I made these movie posters for TNM on a whim, and Greasel was just like, hey, can I put these in the game? There's something else on this computer as well, and the Idle mod. Okay, so the Nameless mod does a lot of impressive things with Deus Ex's engine, but I think this might be the most impressive of them all. Genuinely just straight up having this incremental game hidden away inside of a secret. You need to find a bunch of secrets to find, and it's this fleshed out and this well done. Like, the fact that it just went straight from Deus Ex gameplay to this gameplay without skipping a beat is very impressive indeed. You've got quests in the top right, you've got tons of weapon upgrades to buy, you can find loot. It does a really neat job of bringing the concept of incremental games over. It's only slightly let down by the fact that, oh my god, the grind gets ridiculous once you get up into the later echelons of stats. I spend a lot of time finding the best reward versus time areas and then just grinding them repeatedly to get as many weapons as possible. And eventually the HP for the endgame enemies gets up into the millions, so it'll take ages to get anywhere towards the end of the game. I would like to see this rebalanced, as I feel like this would be better as a 4 to 5 hour experience as opposed to an 8 to 12 hour one, which is roughly what I expect to take to finish it. The game does have an automatic save feature when you exit it, but it also means that while you're playing this, you're not playing the Nameless mod. This isn't something that's going in the background, this just takes up the entire screen. But still, this is a really impressive effort, and I'd love to see it just be that little bit better. Another unlockable extra they have here is VR missions, and man, they must have really taken that one gag I did in part 1 to heart, eh? So, VR missions are split into 2 categories. You've got the stealth missions, get through without being seen, and you've got the combat missions, which put you into some weird combat scenarios and you go try and get through, both of which have par times that you want to try and beat. And they're really well done. They're nice and varied. The beginning of the stealth missions are a bit too simple, although I get the idea that it's meant to settle you in. Although at the same time, I feel like if you play Deus Ex and the Nameless mod, you probably don't need those first couple of stealth missions. But they still have a bunch of fun scenarios for you to go through, especially in the case of the combat scenarios, which have a lot more variation, and they're just quite well done. The only problem I have is that there's only 9 missions or so for each of the 2 different types, and if you want to play one again, you basically have to circle all the way back around through the missions that you've already done, but I don't know, Deus Ex things. Either way, good stuff, good addition. So there's a door next to the next secret level that has, let's just say, terror. Whatever you do not take that box. Remember how I said the idle mod was the coolest thing to happen in this engine? No, it's this portal system. This can just be straight up a different room every time you load the level. I don't know how they do this. It's kind of awesome. And finally we get to the other new level that was added in the content update. I could have showed you this, but it was somewhat unfinished in the previous build that I played, and they've improved it a lot here. Also, I've got the volumetric lighting turned back on, so now the fog's back on, and this level actually looks great as a result of it. I'm just going to shut up and let you enjoy this one for a bit.
Only it weren't so hot here. I heard explosions from above not too long ago.
Yes, the Forumites are bickering again. Let them tear each other apart.
Agreed, Abbott. They took everything from us. Let them take from themselves.
Brother, listen. These are dangerous times, and we need to look after the relics. Go check on the generator in the barracks. The new code is 45223.
To run a diagnostic, I assume? Something's nearby.
You don't seem to be part of the local crowd, huh?
Hey, you ain't from around here, are ya?
Yeah, fill me in here. Who are you?
Listen, I'm the tech that works on all the old power suits the survivors use. I have a couple of boxes of shotgun slug ammo for 150, a clip mod for 200, and a code for one of those generators for 300. You interested?
Why are you willing to help me?
It's hotter than Satan's taint down here, and I've been planning a way out for a while. I don't mind just integrating into Forum City, but I'd need some cash to get started and ensure I can't be found by these guys because, they will absolutely break a foot off in my ass if I leave.
Yeah, sure. 300 for a generator code? Deal.
The code I know is, 99431. Not too sure which one that is since they cycle them every now and then.
Deus Ex Incarnate.
Yes, brother. What we have lost. Go on.
I miss the night sky.
While the stars were replaced by our oppressors above, we have the glow from below.
Yes, and we thrive in the glow.
Indeed. Remain strong.
I need to return to guard duty. The Abbotts are worried of incursion.
That would be best.
No one on your way here, I'm giving you one opportunity to explain why you decided to bring our temple crashing down around us.
I'm no Indiana Jones, alright? If I had known the system was unstable, I would have been more careful. I'm truly sorry.
I see. With everyone alive, I can believe you mean it. You may go. I'm still furious about what's happened to the temple, but perhaps this only means it's time to integrate into Forum City at last.
So fun fact, I did actually kill people while I was doing this level, but I'm guessing Nightmare Mode respawning them caused him to be friendly towards me like that. I didn't even know you could do that. Also, there is a data pad that will tell you the entire structure will come down on you if you take the stuff in the middle. I kind of wish if you read that and then said that, he wouldn't believe you and then just attacked you anyway, but minor things. Still a fun level. Wait until you see what we actually got from that central spire. So thing the first is just a one-time double damage power-up. It's neat. I never ended up using it though. The second thing, however... a gun that freezes enemies in time. I wonder how this is going to come back to bite me later. I didn't give the sewer level a fair shake in the original videos, and I was starting to get really strapped for time. You have no idea how long editing these videos takes. So I am just going to give us a little bit of a walkthrough here. You have a couple of paths to defeating this level. You can swim underwater here, which will get you where you need to go, roughly. Or you can take the actual on-foot sewer path that has enemies in the way. And you need to circle back around to hit a switch to activate the first half of this bridge. And then you need to go flood the level in order to get over to the other half of the bridge. In which case, it's just a relatively straightforward walk through some tunnels with some security, a Karkian to bite your leg off, and then a couple of extra security bots and whatnot in order to get to the end. It's a relatively simplistic level, but it does help you put to the test everything you've learned so far.
Hey, drop What's that? Drop weapon.
Scanning area.
Base. Possible intrusion.
I mentioned in the main video that you can do this level stealthily, and here's the example of how you do that.
Looks like somebody left their ID card lying around. Might as well make use of it, right? It'll probably fool the tower guards, and I think these cards even have built-in clearance levels that are wired into the IFF system of the bots. Could come in quite handy, wouldn't you say? I'd avoid the security guards in this building, though. They'll probably blow your cover.
This basically means that the moment you get that ID card, as long as you get out of the building without alerting a guard, you are friendly to everyone at the actual ATC, except for when you actually need to go and push the button.
Did I just see?
Good evening, sir. Your ID, please?
Here you go.
Yep. Looks good. Have a nice night, Mr. Lampoon.
Thank you.
It's possible intruder. Please advise.
Great work. The nav system just came online. Clear the LZ, and I'll be there to pick you up in a minute.
I spent a bit too much time trying to clear out all the guards here. Because it's nightmare mode, they continuously respawn. There's an easier way, though. Just turn around, go back through the sewer level, and go back to meet Captain Midas Hand, and he'll just lift you off to ABI. I didn't even know you could do that.
You came back. Didn't want to clear the area of guards, eh?
It's easier this way.
To be honest, I'm a little surprised. From the rumors I've heard about you special agents, I was sure you'd love the excuse to kill everybody off.
I reckon I've killed my share today.
Fair enough.
Surprise, motherfucker. I was just ghosting around and having some fun at this point, and I found out that if you find the control room for the big-ass cannon, you can shoot the damn thing.
Keep your eyes on the fence.
Doesn't do anything as far as I know, but it's a fun detail nonetheless. My attempts at the Trescon fight weren't exactly good this time, mainly because of that temporal rifle.
Fast and accurate. Haven't seen precision like that before.
The combination of all my gear having the Legendary Edition prefixes and Treskton being as much of a pain in the ass as he always is meant that I just gave up on this fight. Not to mention there were a couple of other weird things, and I even had a couple of crashes, although I believe both of them have been sorted out at this point. I tell you one thing though, there is not a thing more embarrassing than getting stuck in time, having the Treskton Ghost die, and just standing there having the shit kicked out of you by Greasel. So for some reason on Nightmare mode, the robots just absolutely hate dead human bodies and will just sit there and just endlessly shoot them until the bodies jib or until the heat death of the universe. I'm willing to bet it's because the bodies still have an enemy designator on them that makes the robots think that they need to shoot them more, but it's one hell of a bug nonetheless. So this secret's a fun one. I actually found this one the very first time I played the Nameless mod, which was the time that I wasn't recording videos at, and then every playthrough after I just completely forgot where the secret was until this playthrough. Also, I beat the crap out of this scientist because he's really bad at melee combat and I just thought it'd be funny.
You got past me the first time, Treskon. You're not gonna get past me again. I'm not gonna kill you, though. I got a nice, snug prison cell waiting for you.
Okay, sure. I'll just stand right here and let you kill me.
Bad luck, huh? Nice of him not to kill you, though. You must have a pretty bad hangover from all that tranquilizer. Anyway, I'd open the door for you remotely, only it's made of wood. You're gonna have to find a way out of there yourself. I guess luring a guard into your cell would be a good place to start. Have fun.
What do you want?
Hey, you don't sound like a firewall.
I'm not Sherlock. Now will you stop it with the infernal noise?
Excuse me? Where the heck am I?
You're in a dungeon, you idiot.
Captain Obvious to the rescue. I meant geographically.
You're still in ABI. Now stop banging on the godforsaken door and be quiet.
No, look. Can't we just talk about this? Is Slicer still here?
No, he left with some of the firewalls. I guess his job here is done.
Oh, great. So there's nothing stopping you from letting me out of here, then?
You mean aside from the fact that you're my enemy, and I'd just as soon wring your neck with my bare hands? No. Nothing.
Come on, just open the door. We can work this out. Otherwise, I'll have to bang on this door until my hands start to bleed.
Oh, for the love of... Maybe I'll just come in there and kill you instead.
Surely you wouldn't do that. I have a family to take care of.
You what?
It's true. 4 kids to feed after my wife was killed in that horrible traffic accident.
Are you serious?
What will become of them? Poor little Jack, he's only 2 years old, and Nancy can't possibly take care of all 4 of them. She's just 11.
Jesus Christ. Alright, I'll let you out, but I'm not making any promises for my mates. If you get caught, they'll kill you.
May the Lord have mercy on your soul. You're a good man.
Awesome. The armory is down the hall to your left. I'll bet you 100 credits they stash your equipment there, idiots.
So for what it's worth, we didn't go left, we actually went to the right.
Scanning area.
Don't be ridiculous, Bob. I think I know my right from my left. Go.
Your dead body is not supposed to respawn here, but man, I couldn't give up 2 extra vortex grenades. All of the black-suited agents that aren't WCID are actually named after agents from the Matrix, and this one here is probably the most on the nose, although we did see one earlier. You're just gonna keep shooting there, buddy? I mean, they're clearly dead. They're not specks on the floor or anything, but they are dead. Do you need me to take a grenade to them? Make sure they're out of the way? No? Well, that guy got back up. You might... Yep, there you go, you got him. So there's a new alien type in this update called the Irradiator. Here's how my first encounter with them went. They're really goddamn annoying too, because if they catch you off guard with one of those... Son of a bitch! You know, I'm not surprised that aliens keep red greasels as pets, but damn, you'd think it'd be a fire hazard. So what's this rocket launcher that was sitting on the desk behind the... Oh, hello. I guess I can rocket jump there.
Look for the biggest console you can find. That's probably the one you need.
I guess just because you can do something? We're going to do the one ending we didn't do in the big video, and that is Ryan's ending. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
So that's Ryan's plan. Blowing up the space station. You gotta admit, that'd be quite a show, and I certainly wouldn't mind seeing Skara get knocked off his pedestal. On the other hand, I really like this Uber rig World Corp lets me use. I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna tell Skara about your conversation with Ryan. It's a tough choice to make, and I think I'll leave it up to you. Just think about it carefully, and don't forget about me when it's time to pick up the pieces.
Hey, I've got the vortex grenades, why not use them?
That looks like it did the trick, but there's something wrong. Something's using the auxiliary generators to buffer the power flow. It's some sort of AI signature. Find the AI module and lock that thing out of the power systems before you fry the leaks. Otherwise, you might as well try to blow the station with labs.
Really going through a blank slate, anarchy. Oh man, I can't wait to see the look on Skara's face when all his money disappears. It's gonna be a wild, wild internet all over again. I'd better hit the streets. When the looting starts, I want first dibs on the good stuff. Good luck getting off that station afterwards, Trescon.
Also, in case you didn't notice it, if you get told a username and password, you can just select it automatically from that new window on the left. Again, nice feature.
Perfect. Every system is now draining power from the leads. Find the control room for them and set them to overheat. It's a pretty safe bet to say it's somewhere in the engineering bay, which should be on level 4 at the bottom of the station. The damage will be irreversible, so you better hightail it out of there when you've taken care of business.
So this is the Stalker, an enemy that I completely missed on my previous playthroughs. Probably because they're invisible. And because I suck.
mission I love. Just get the hell out of there before the whole station blows up.
Trescon? Are you behind this? What the bloody hell is going on? Everything's falling apart.
I've rigged the place to blow, Deus. I suggest you hurry up and get out of here.
I was hoping we'd meet again under different circumstances.
There'll be plenty of time to reminisce when we're back on Foreign Planet. Now shut up and haul ass.
Go on ahead. I have to gather some things. Then I'll be right there. Go!
Why are you here?
To keep an eye on you, of course. We were afraid you'd go do something idiotic like this.
So Scar never trusted me, did he?
Scar trusts nobody, Trescon. Nobody. But luckily for him, he can trust me. And that means you're done for.
So, you're gonna kill me now?
Of course I am, you backstabbing little weasel. You almost convinced me you'd changed, and then you turned on me again. Nobody gets away with abusing my trust twice.
I rigged the engines of the station to blow up. In a few minutes, we'll both be mincemeat if you don't move out of my way.
If I can manage to put a bullet in your head before we blow up, I'll at least be able to die happy. All I want now is revenge.
Fine, I never cared about you anyway. You may act all tough, but inside you're just an insecure little girl. You don't stand a chance against me.
We'll see about that, Trescon. Now, enough talk. You cannot postpone this any longer. Defend yourself. Fine. Let's get it on.
You did it! We're free!
What happens now?
We let the city pick itself up. There are no networks, there's no transportation, no electricity. The whole infrastructure disappeared with the space station.
The administration is useless and the moderators are mortal again. I'm sure it'll take them some time to get used to that thought. Their days of secrecy and their blatant abuse of power are over. Skara has no power anymore. All the communications are down, and his credits are completely useless without the global banking system. Can't be long now until all the people he's hurt realize that and come knocking. Things will be chaotic for a while, but as soon as everybody gets over the shock, everything will start returning to normal. Only this time, we'll all be in control.
What about you?
Well, this facility has served its purpose. I'm shutting everything down and going back to the city to help calm people down. Perhaps you'll join me?
No, my job here is done. Deus has safely returned to Forum City. It's time for me to move on.
You don't want to stay and help build a new Forum City where each citizen is his own master?
I'll either be seen as a hero or a madman. Either way, I'd rather not be around to deal with it. Your new city doesn't need somebody like me. If you ever need help blowing up another space station, Faz will know how to get in touch.
Initiating denouement protocols. Calculating forward projection. Narcissus speaks. On the surface, everything is business as usual in Saul's bar, but whenever Trescon deigns to show up, he receives none of the hospitality he used to from his old friend. Trescon's appearance rate at the bar drops markedly. As a consequence of supplying tools and materials to aid in the reconstruction of Forum City, business becomes better than ever for Raving's weapon shop. At Trescon's request, Andreas is examined by the best doctors and therapists of Forum City. In time, he all but conquers the scar's black ice left on his psyche. Even without administrative power, Despot's terrible mutation has rendered him timeless. Without GameSpy, he is without purpose, without power, without consequence. Despot remains, however, waiting and watching sports on TV. Having set in motion the rebirth of Forum City, Trescon is criticized for his extreme actions by most of the population, many of whom even despise him, labeling him as a terrorist. These opinions are not unanimous, however, and there are some who idolize him as a hero and believe the destruction he wrought was for the best. Feeling that his role in determining the city's future has been fulfilled, Trescon walks into the proverbial sunset, leaving the citizens to build a brave new world for themselves. Public lore over the years becomes ripe with stories of the mysterious hero who overthrew the dark alien masters of the city, thwarted the Machiavellian plans of Skara B. King, and set the population free. It is said that the next time Forum City is in true need, Trescon will return to set things right again. But until then, Forum City being what it is, there will always be opportunities for other heroes to rise.
There I am, Gary. There I am. And that's it. That's all I really want to show you of the Nameless mod. I covered pretty much every point that I wanted to make in my original video in this video, not to mention giving you a taste of what's new to come, but there's still plenty of things in the Nameless mod to go find that I have purposefully left out of this video. It is a massive mod. It is a really fun mod, and I still recommend that you should go buy Deus Ex for a couple of bucks. Go download this mod and go play it, because it's a masterpiece. It's the best video game mod there has ever been, and I am really, 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 really appreciative of both Greasel and Zero Presence for putting up with my bullshit and error checking this video for me, but also letting me test this version of the mod and record it early, and also for letting me have this cameo. You guys are just the best. And one other thanks that I need to give out is to Mr. Froggery, don't know how you pronounce that, but he's the guy on the TNM Discord who did this angry face for me. I love it. I really appreciate being able to use it for a couple of the gags. And I will just say right here and right now, don't expect another video like this one, because A, these take a long time to do, and B, outside of maybe Radish Adventure, I don't think there's going to be much new done for the Nameless mod. Zero Presence has publicly announced once he is done with this version of the Nameless mod, he's probably retiring and or going to help with the new mod that some other guy's working on called Deus Ex Machine God. So, I don't know. Best to just let bygones be bygones at this rate. Maybe I'll do a casual video of me playing through Radish Adventure once it's done, but other than that, this is the end. It was an absolute pleasure to make this video series for you all, and this has been Blue Maxima. I'll see you all next time.